We have the latest on this hour's breaking news story. More suspicious packages, again reportedly addressed to outspoken critics of Donald Trump. We have video just into us from Delaware. That is a bomb squad officer behind a postal station around where former Vice President Joe Biden has a home. This is where another suspicious package was found early today in Manhattan at a restaurant owned by Oscar-winning actor and Trump critic Robert De Niro. Let's bring in Lindsay Duncombe from Washington. Lindsay, thanks for joining us again. These latest suspicious packages, this one being uncovered by the FBI, it investigates mail bombs that was sent to, again, the list continues to grow, Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton, and other outspoken Democrats, and CNN. What do we know about that investigation?
Well, we are now at 9 different packages that were mailed to these critics of Donald Trump, critics of the president, and former prominent Democratic politicians. They all appear to be the same. They have the same number of stamps on them, 6 forever U.S. stamps. It looks like it's the same handwriting, the same bubble wrap, the latest, as you mentioned, found at a postal facility addressed to Joe Biden, the former vice president, then also the package that was sent to Robert De Niro, the actor and the director. Robert De Niro package, the one that was sent to that building in Tribeca where he has his office, was found on the 7th floor of that building. So in that case, it would have made it through the triage of the mail system. But in many ways, John, this isn't necessarily a surprise because this is what officials had said yesterday when those initial packages, including the package that was sent to the address of former President Barack Obama, the address of Hillary Clinton. In those cases, the Secret Service found those packages. They didn't get anywhere near the houses. At that time, the official said that there may be more packages and that they asked people to be vigilant, to keep their eyes open for something that would potentially be suspicious. And it appears as though that is what is happening now. And once these packages are contained by law enforcement agencies, what they will do, John, is they'll take them to a secure location. They may decide to detonate them safely, but they definitely will be looking for clues, including forensic evidence, DNA, that might indicate where these packages are coming from and then who may have sent them.
As you say, these individuals, all targeted, all Trump critics. So what is the president's reaction to all of this?
Donald Trump tweeted this morning in what appears to be related to the situation that is unfolding. Here's what he said, blaming the media. A very big part of the anger we see today in our society is caused by the purposely false and inaccurate reporting of the mainstream media that I refer to as fake news. It has gotten so bad and hateful that it is beyond description. Mainstream media must clean up its act fast. Now, that is very similar to the kinds of things Donald Trump said at his rally in Wisconsin last night. Here's more from the president.
The media also has a responsibility to set a civil tone and to stop the endless hostility and constant negative and oftentimes false attacks and stories. Have to do it. Have to do it.
Donald Trump in that rally really had a lot of time where he was reading right from the teleprompter. He said many of the things that you would expect a president to say at a moment where there is so much fear and suspicion. And he said that these threats of violence really are an attack on democracy. And then he seemed to really take credit for the fact that he was reining himself in. Here's what that sounded like.
And by the way, do you see how nice I'm behaving tonight? This is like, have you ever seen this? We're all behaving very well. And hopefully we can keep it that way, right? We're going to keep it that way.
Donald Trump's response is lashing out against the media, is being criticized this morning. It's being criticized by one of the targets of these pipe bombs, former CIA Director John Brennan. Here's what he just tweeted in response to Donald Trump today. Stop blaming others. Look in the mirror. Your inflammatory rhetoric, insults, lies, and encouragement of physical violence are disgraceful. Clean up your act. Try to act presidential. The American people deserve much better. By the way, your critics will not be intimidated into silence. That's from John Brennan, former CIA director, who had one of those packages addressed to him. That is the one that ended up at CNN, forcing all of those people to leave their offices yesterday, John. And certainly the rhetoric is not dying down. At my desk when I leave this spot here, I got Fox on one channel, CNN on the other. The picture that they are describing of what's happening is entirely different. On Fox, people really are blaming the Democrats for inciting violence. Sarah Huckabee Sanders was just interviewed, where she very much said that this is really the fault of the media, echoing the president. And the background for all of this is this incredibly consequential and intense election campaign. On November 6th, less than 2 weeks from now, control of Congress will be determined, and that will determine whether or not Donald Trump's agenda has a chance to continue, although much of it has been stalled even with control of Congress. It will also really be looked at as a referendum on this presidency by the voters in this country. So that's the backdrop, and just in response to this, everyone is pleading for calm, but from this vantage point here, no one really seems to be calming down.